A lot faster than we can. As you can see, you can swim as well, they can climb trees, so basically there's nothing in here that these guys can't do better or faster or stronger than what we can. Now we definitely, as I said, rely on that relationship we have. We don't take that for granted, we have to work on it every single day. So by doing positive things like this, it strengthens our bond, okay? So by playing with them like this, they can see us as lots of fun. They want to interact with us, they want to hang out with us. We're not putting pressure on them. You might have been up here throughout the day and seen handles just sitting around with the cats, lazing around with them. It might look like we're not doing very much at all, and generally that's pretty well because we're not really doing very much at all. But spending that quality time is very, very important, okay? So they know they can feel comfortable and relaxed around us. They know that while we're out here with them, they want to be with us. And that's probably one of the most important things to interacting with these tigers, okay? We don't want to force them to do things they don't want to do. We don't put too much pressure on them. You can imagine if we were always to drag them down towards a window when they want to relax, make them get up and move around. They'd soon get pretty sick and tired of that, pretty frustrated, maybe even angry. You don't want to be around frustrated, angry tigers, believe me. We like to be around nice, relaxed, happy, healthy ones. And you'll find that's exactly what we've got happening here. Now, I predict we're going to get a huge jump off Charlie from the left-hand side here in a second, guys. He's all over this foam float that Dave's got. You can see Kate, look at that, moving out to the middle. She's not silly. She knows that he's going to throw it in there. Yeah, all over it, isn't she? Now, she better get out of the way because she's going to get hammered by Charlie here in a second. She's over the log. All right, here she comes. Might even get a double jump here, guys. All right, off the island. Here we go.
Gonna throw the ball in.
Charlie. Grab the other toy. Well, at least we're getting Caitlin nice and active today as well. Now with these toys also, guys, it is pretty important that they do follow the rules, okay? Now as far as interacting with them, we do let them bite them and break bits off. As you can see, looks like what Caitlin's doing at the moment. One thing we don't want the cats doing is obviously swallowing any bits of plastic or foam or anything like that. So we do have to be able to actually take these toys off the cats. Now, definitely a lot easier said than done. Sometimes, as I mentioned before, they do get very possessive over toys. And that's what Charlie's doing at the moment. See that? He's got his front leg over that toy there. Because he knows it's a lot harder to actually take it off him when he does that. Okay? Dave's struggling a bit there. So what we're going to do here is we use our voice. Okay? Well, there are certain times we have to discipline the cats. Normally just a verbal discipline is enough. So by telling Charlie to leave it, he let go. Okay, and you notice Dave gave him a pat then, told him he was a good boy, so it's positive reinforcement. So we're reinforcing the fact that he let it go, he's a good boy, gets some pats, and obviously that ends on a positive. Now sometimes it's a little bit harder to get the toys off the cats, we have to tell them off. We use our voice, we clap our hands in front of their face, we'll actually smack the toy with our hands, maybe even give them a little bit of a tap on the nose, and they soon get to learn. That's what Dave's doing now. You can see just tapping that toy, telling her to leave it. Good girl, that's the way. Still got her claws into it. Good girl. So she gets a pat. Okay, so there you go. She's going to give it up. She got a pat for it. And you'll find that they do soon learn that if they get the toys up like that, if they're being good, they will get them back. Okay, now if they're very worked up, they're very, very possessive, and they don't want to give those toys up, and we have to use a bit more force to get it off them, then we'll simply take the toys off display. They don't get to play with them, and they do associate that with, oh, well, I should have given it up, and if I did, I would have got the toy back. Now I'm going to get out of the way here, because she's going to go up this tree by the look of it. Good boy. So you guys enjoying the demonstration so far? Yeah, excellent. As I said, it's pretty good that we can do an informal presentation like this. Just have a bit of fun out here. You guys can come along and enjoy watching us playing with the cats. And as I said, it's not a strict, I suppose, demonstration as such. It's just a matter of throwing some stuff around and having some fun out here. Now, we try to do this every single day, or most days with our tigers. We do a bit of training on the side as well, a bit of behavioural work too. But for the most part, we like to just let these cats do what they want to do, and for the most part, that's just sleeping and relaxing. All right, what have you got there, Dave? Mum's scarf from home. She's not going to be happy now. What? See that? Instantly changed. So she's gone from looking around and being all inquisitive to now being in full-on stalk mode. Now this is what we call taking a hit. So basically what Dave's doing is encouraging the cats to jump on him now. Okay, now as I said before, sometimes we don't want that to happen. It always has to be on our turn, so we have to be encouraging it. So by wearing something different like that, Caitlin got a lot more interested in. We could see straight away she changed, her ears went down and she got right down low in the water, and as soon as Dave went to run, she jumped on top of him. Now that's That's a good thing for us to have the cats do. Again, it just enforces those rules. So Caitlin knows that once she jumps on Dave, that's it. She can't take it any further. She can't start biting him hard on the arm or wrestling him or anything. Yeah, as you can see, she stopped. She was quite happy to do that. And as I said, that just comes from us doing this a lot with them as youngsters. Now, we will be able to take hits from cats as they become adults as well. Again, it's just making sure that the rules are followed. It's always on our terms. We do it at the right time. We're not too excited, we're not cranky or angry. But you really have to have a very strong bond or relationship to be able to encourage cats to actually do this. Now, I think Dave's just hiding at the back there. He's going to see if he can get another hit maybe off her. Maybe she just walk up in the bushes there and bite you on the arm, Dave. That'd be pretty fun for us to see as well. Right. You guys want to see Dave get jumped on again? Yeah? Get those video cameras out. You might have a chance to win some money on Australia's Funniest Home Videos there in a sec. Good girl. So you can see she jumped on him. She's quite happy to hang out now. Now what Dave's trying to do is work his way a little bit further around behind her so he can jump off the island. But as you can see, she's switched onto it. So she's blocking his path here, walking on the front. She knows exactly what he's trying to do. And why would she want to chase him when she can just walk up to him and bite him on the leg? Now you can definitely see the tigers' temperament change, their facial expressions, their body language, and that's basically how you learn to read these animals, you know. So you can tell if they're really interested like she is now, or if they're not interested at all. So we work off their behaviour and their body language when interacting with them. Now, as I mentioned before, they are always wild animals. Even your domestic cats at home still have all those wild traits, they still have their instincts. You'll see some very similar characteristics when they're chasing around and hunting and so forth. Now she's sort of interested. The way that Dave could really get interested is turning his back on her, but it'd be very hard for him at this range to see when she's coming out of the water. Good for you guys, because it means she'd probably jump on him on land there. But yeah, not much fun if you're being held on the bottom at all. Now you'll also notice when we're interacting at close quarters, see Dave's got his arms up in front of his face there. Now she's being good, she's licking him on the arm there, she's holding onto him, she's not being aggressive or cranky or cheeky, she's just hanging out with him, okay? This is what we encourage the cats to do. So they know, I suppose, the limitations of us, they know what they can and can't do, and all he's going to do is keep his arms up. Now we do let them mouth us on the forearms like that. And all Dave just did then was just tell her easy, told her leave it or easy, and then she'd stop doing it, okay? So they learn how much pressure they can put on us, and we control that, as I said, with our voice, so they do know. And that's very, very important. Now, if we didn't let them mouth us or bite us at all, they wouldn't know how much pressure they could put on us. You'd find if they accidentally bit one of us, they'd put those massive big canines they had there straight through your arm quite easily. All right. It looks like Charlie's found his favourite styrofoam toy here. The little Caitlin's all over it as well. Now, as I said before, cats do get very possessive, and I think Charlie's going to be a bit worked up over this one. What he's not going to want to do is share it with Caitlin. I can guarantee you that. The other thing he's not going to want to do is give it back to Dave either. Okay, now, as I said before, we do have to be able to take toys off the cats, and these guys, being youngsters still, are still learning. That was pretty easy. Just told him to leave it, and he let go. And that means that they'll get the toy back again. They'll get to play with it. Now, as I said before, they get really worked up and aggressive, then we will take these toys off them. They do learn that we don't want that sort of behaviour out here when we're interacting with them. All right, jump from the side, coming from this side of the pool. Little Caitlin, we'll see if we can get her past halfway, guys. We'll see how good Dave's throw is. Usually it's not very good. We call Dave Jelly Arms because he has a bit of trouble throwing toys long distances. Here we go. That was a little bit sad. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to keep running around and interacting with your cats a bit, having some fun out here, see if we can encourage them to do some more jumps and swim around a little bit more. You're definitely welcome to stick around. What we'll get you to do if you want to, though, is come down towards the glass to have a closer look. You're welcome to come up towards the pool here and get some photos. Just be aware there are people behind you, so maybe people behind would like to get some shots or see the cats as well.